Hello, my name is Ed Martinez, and I will be discussing individual leadership development intervention. This class will be beneficial to an organization's strategy and goals. The improved leadership skills will have a positive impact on employee production, resulting in increased revenue. The retention of employees will reduce high turnover, saving the organization valuable time and money. I agree with Taylor that it is worth the effort to train tomorrow's leaders. Return on investment can be enormous, especially as leaders spur the growth of their organizations, drive innovation, and mentor the younger generations of the workforce. Leadership and management overlap. So let's break them down into simpler terms. Leadership is the power to influence people, while management or a manager has people who work for them. According to Haynes, leadership is the ability of a person to influence others' work toward goals and objectives. He defines it in three related concepts: power, influence, and authority. However, leadership and management overlap. A manager may control resources and workflow, but a leader has more important interpersonal abilities. Power refers to the potential ability of a manager to affect the behavior of others and is generally related to the control of values and scarce resources. The manager is said to be exerting influence when they consciously exercise power to affect the behavior or attitudes of someone else. Authority refers to the power created and granted by an organization. All managers should be leaders, but they are not. The purpose is to provide guidance to make leaders competent to function effectively and manage and influence the team members. There are numerous publications on individual leadership development. However, each situation dictates a different program. During this presentation, I will be discussing the 6 keys to leading positive change, leadership traits, and key components of leadership development. 6 Keys to Leading Positive Change, a video by Rosabeth Moss-Cantor, a leadership expert and Harvard Business School professor. She talks about the process of making a difference in the world, and the 6 success factors that are key to positive change are: first, show up to make things happen. If you don't show up, nothing happens. Second, speak up and use the power of voice to shape the agenda, to influence people to get things started. Don't be afraid to start thinking about the situation at hand. Initiate a conversation to solve problems to get people thinking. Third, look up to higher principles such as vision, values, and know what you stand for. Fourth, team up because you can't do it alone. Everything goes better with partners. Fifth, never give up. Everything can look like a failure in the middle. Things just take longer than it appears, such as dealing with critics, roadblocks, and obstacles. If you give up, you fail. Sixth, lift others up and share the success and credit. Give back and you will build support. Make others people feel elevated. To recap, show up, speak up, look up, team up, never give up, and lift up. There exists some basic trait or set of traits that differentiates leaders from non-leaders. These leadership traits include such things as commitment, assertiveness, positive attitude, humility, self-confidence, respect, teamwork, creativity, communication skills, and similar attributes. What can a leader do to become a better leader? According to the opm.gov Leadership Training Toolkit, to develop our leadership skills, we need to know our destinations, assess our current proficiency level, and use available learning resources and support structure. The key components are leadership competencies as learning goals, which is a roadmap that lists the competencies needed for successful performance and then develop them. Assessment and feedback. The following are instruments and actions you can take to assess your current competency level. Behavioral examples, BE. Discussions with your supervisor and others. 360-degree feedback customer surveys. Myers-Briggs type indicator, also known as the MBTI, continuous learning opportunities in classroom training combined with other activities such as reading, coaching, counseling, mentoring, cross-training, shadowing, assignments, teaching, networking, and many more. Finally, mentoring that entails to plan your goals, sustain your progress, and transfer learning back to the job. Strengths and weaknesses for leadership development. According to Taylor, some strengths are enhanced productivity from understanding how to bring out the best in teams, increased employment engagement when managers know how to effectively lead people, more positive and nurturing corporate culture where learning is embraced by all, better decisions based on strategy and planning versus reacting to problems. Finally, Clear examples of leader that other emerging leaders can follow. By the way, the young lady in the picture is my daughter, representing UTSA competing at the 2017 Powerlifting Collegiate Nationals. Weaknesses that may be encountered during the process is that it may take a long time to develop. Poor planning using the one-size-fits-all approach elicits defensive behavior or resistance, costly, and the fear of the unknown. A scenario that applied to my situation was early in my 25-year military career. I earned a promotion from being in a non-leadership position to a leadership position. I had to attend a leadership course and role play the position of a non-commissioned officer, which is a leader in the military. I had to learn the skills of being a leader and be able to demonstrate them to the instructors successfully in order to get passing grades. I was always given feedback, both written and verbally, on ways to improve. I discovered that taking the written test was the easy part. It was the actual performance test that really helped me put into practice what I had learned. The second application is going from baseball player to coach. As a player, I had to be taught how to play the game both physically and mentally. I understood the game pretty well during my final years as a player. As a coach, I had to become an instant leader, teacher, mentor, manager, confidant, counselor, role model, as well as shadow other coaches, learn strategy, improvise, and gain the trust of my players in order to build a competitive team. Yours truly is in both of these pictures. Feel free to browse through these references at your convenience, and thank you for your attention.